50 laps to go at Talladega as the NASCAR Nationwide Series makes its once-a-year stop at the world's fastest speedway. Kyle Busch is the race leader, one of 25 different lead changes today. When Busch took the lead, 12 different drivers out in front as we check our Holiday Inn Express race summary from the pit studio. Alan Best with Brad Daugherty here. A lot of guys out front today, Brad. A lot of exciting action.
Well, I'm really impressed. I'm going to reemphasize how well all of these guys have done a great job of driving these race cars, maintaining great control while running 3 and 4 abreast. It's been outstanding racing thus far.
Just the one caution in the race so far. Now, normally when we do an up to speed, we like to kind of work our way back through the field. That's impossible in Talladega. The positions change hands too quickly. So we go up to speed with Nationwide Insurance and just get an update on some of the cars in the field. Dave, what do you got?
Alan, it's easy to see the 18 right now because he's still out front and not being challenged by Brian Vickers at this point. But that's his biggest concern right now. He's asking the spotters up there to work together to keep Brian Vickers from trying to make a pass right now. Kyle says, we don't need to do that yet. The 32 doesn't need to spread everybody out and get everybody passing us on the outside. So he wants Vickers in the 32 to stay behind him. Somewhere in there is a 66 of Steve Wallace, who stopped last time and just took on fuel in that race car. Again, this is a race car that didn't qualify well, but has run extremely well in draft, as promised by his crew chief. Remember, this car last year finished second at the hands of David Stremme. Jamie?
And Michael McDowell, what a day. He's experienced a little bit of everything. Started in the back, 41st, worked his way up toward the front, got a push from Dale Earnhardt Jr., and then he was hung out to dry on the outside. Now, that last pit stop, he only took right sides and 1 can of fuel, so he's staying right there, top 12, right now for the 47 car. Vince?
Well, the 6 car of David Reagan has been one of those cars that's not quite fast enough to be a winner on its own, but this team felt as though it could run in the top 10 all day and get that break or that late push at the end. But crew chief Mike Kelly told me at the beginning of the day, the one thing we can't afford is a mistake on our own, like speeding on pit lane, which is exactly what happened to the 6 earlier, but David Reagan has fought his way back up to the top 20.
In the middle of the storm there on the 29 car, backs out of the way there. You had the 33 of Ryan Newman, the pole sitter in the middle, 3 wide down the backstretch. And you see the damaged car of Boyer trying to hang on. He certainly, with all the damage, he cannot even stay in the race.
These guys work extremely hard on these cars aerodynamically. Times in the wind tunnel, just trying to perfect them and get any kind of damage. It makes it difficult.
Guys, we talk about the big one at Talladega, not if it's going to happen, but when it's going to happen. And in recent years, the big wreck has happened late in the race. It was lap 70 a year ago with 17 cars. Why are they happening later and later as we approach the checkered flag?
It's because the intensity gets up there.
That's right.
These guys get antsy. They're trying to get themselves in position to win, and it can only be one winner.
Yeah, and we heard Brad say, what a great job all these drivers are doing. They are. It's a lot of give and take, but that patience runs thin by the time you get to the end of this. We see Clint Boyer on the pit road making some more repairs.
Probably has a tire rub there. They want to change the tires and try to pull it away so they don't blow a tire and add insult to injury here. See DJ Kennington in this lead draft, that 81 car. He is trying to be that guy the first car lap down if the caution comes out. Done a great job running up here with these guys.
Yeah, he had a great run in Daytona to open the year.
He got his best finish at Daytona, and I predicted that he would probably get his career best finish here because he qualified 11th. But somehow he got a lap down, and now he's trying to get it back.
See Carl Edwards still up on that high side trying to work his way towards the front. I just have to believe that tape is hampering his progress here.
I have to agree with you now.
Not as fast.
He has not been able to move up like he was earlier.
Now he's getting a good push from Keselowski, though. So that always helps.
Brad Keselowski's got a lot of tape on the front of his car. He can't afford to stick up there too long, tuck that close, because if he does, he'll blow all the water out of his car.
How much is a driver able to feel a half an inch or an inch of tape being put on or taken off the nose?
Well, it makes a huge difference. And you won't feel it if you're tucked up in the draft behind someone. That's not where it affects you. It's when you get in this situation where you're trying to go. And we see Carl Edwards letting these guys go to the inside.
He's waving the guys by.
Out the window, yeah. He either has a slight problem. He could still be running some hot, although he was in clear air there.
Keselowski and Earnhardt Jr. hooking up now to be able to push by for position. And that is 12th and 13th.
See Carl up there. He could just be wanting to go hang out for a while, even though the racing wasn't that bad right where he was sitting.
tight draft.
Yeah, that's what you call tight. Yeah, that's how you make the most. You don't have to hit them, really. If you're just right there tucked underneath it, the way the draft works, it just makes the two cars go faster.
Cars running real hot. 260, 260. 10-4 on the temps. Just keep air on the nose when you can, please. Thank you. 220 down. 220, 260. 260, 260.
Not sure how much air he's getting on the nose tucked in behind the 88 car, but the temps are still okay.
You're not going to get any air in this situation right here. You're not getting hardly any air in the grill. Can't do that long. I mean, it does work to get speed, but you have to breathe it a little bit.
Yep, they just went to the lead. He just pushed Brad to the lead, and he's second now. So now he can get his air.
Get a breath. You see here the smoke coming out of the 62. This could be another car overheating. This is the hottest day that we've had so far this year, and I'm not sure a lot of these teams prepared for it.
Shannon, what's going on with Brendan Gaughan?
Well, it's a little bit more than overheating. He has blown an engine. You can see the guys pushing the car back. Brendan Gaughan has the window net down, and it looks like they're going back to the garage.
After a good run by Brendan Gaughan, and last week coming off a record-tying best 7th place finish at Phoenix, he will call it a day at Talladega. Still lots of racing to come, and they are mixing it up front. Brad Keselowski, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Newman, Kerry Earnhardt is 4th. Kyle Busch is 5th. Folks, we got 30 cars still on the lead lap here at Talladega and 42 laps to go. Back in a moment.